Sup lads, welcome back to another video. Now today the season has concluded, so it's time for a bit of transfer talk on the channel, and we're going to be looking today at 5 left backs Southampton could sign to replace Ryan Bertrand, who's obviously left the club this summer on a pre-contract. Looks like he's going to go to Leicester, so that'll be an interesting signing for them. But I've got drawn up 5 left backs that could potentially replace him. I'm going to be doing a few videos like this, but also just a few kind of transfer roundups, maybe once a week. So the first one of those probably be out later on this week. So if you want to see more transfer roundups, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of those videos. So today we will be taking a look at 5 left backs that we could sign this summer. So the first one is probably the one we've been linked with most in recent weeks, is Junior Firpo from Barcelona. He's only 24 years old, not too bad at all. I think he's Spanish as well, but not quite an international. Hasn't played too much this season. He's been behind Jordi Alba, of course, in the pecking order, and Barca would be willing to let him go for about 9 million, which is his value, and which perfectly suits us because we are looking for players for less than 10 million, and 9 million is pretty much perfect for that, isn't it? But again, I think his attitude can be a bit of a problem sometimes, which is why he hasn't played too much. For Barcelona, and maybe as well, if we are going to get him, maybe that'll be good because we have links with obviously Ronald Koeman, who is the Barcelona manager at the moment, but it might not be for much longer, who knows. Contracted until 2024 as well, so not really going to get him any cheaper deal because of his contract. And his I've got also SofaScore rating. If you don't know what SofaScore is, it's like a statistics based website about football and other sports actually as well, and his average rating was 6.82, which isn't bad at all. But the thing is, he didn't play many games at all. I think he only played 7 games in the league, as I said, being understudy to Jordi Alba. Barcelona are willing to sell him. I think AC Milan are also interested, so we probably we're not going to get him if AC Milan also want him. But yeah, I think he'd be an alright signing, but I think there could potentially be better options. The second option is going to be another player playing for a big club, Manchester United. This one, it's going to be Brandon Williams, another player we've been linked with a lot recently, another player that hasn't played too much this season. He's only 20 years old, and we have been linked with him in the past. I think we were linked with him back in the January transfer window, but they weren't letting, United weren't willing to let him go halfway through the season, which I think is fair enough. But hopefully this time around we can get him in. Obviously, we saw a similar deal with Kyle Walker-Peters when we bought him on loan a few seasons ago. I think not last season, wasn't it? Or 2019-20, I'll just say. It's always confusing because technically, I think it is 2021 is still this season, isn't it? But it's just confusing. So 2019-20, we got him on loan for the second half of the season, played really well. Then we bought him on a permanent. I'd like to see maybe something similar with Brandon Williams, get him on loan, and then we can see him out for the season, and then if he's alright we can get him on permanent transfer. His value is only £9 million, but I imagine Manchester United would want a bit more than that for him. So yeah, now SofaScore rating of 6.7, which I think is one of the lowest, but again hasn't played too much, and when he has played it's mainly been in the Europa League. But he can also play right back as well, which is a bit of a position where we don't have much depth in as well, so I think that could be a decent signing there too. And again, under contract until 2024, so again, we'll get him for no cheaper. I think this could be a good deal, especially on loan, so we could spend money elsewhere. So I think Brandon Williams could be a good signing. The third option, I think this is one that was linked previously, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore, is Rico Henry from Brentford. The reason why I don't think it's going to happen, they did just get promoted to the Premier League, and they're not going to want to let any of their players go, really, are they? That won them promotion. Again, I think he's been injured for a lot of the second half of the season, so hasn't played much in recent times, but he's still a good player, one of the best left backs in the Championship, and as I said, going up to the Premier League next year. And I can't see us getting him now. I can't see Brentford wanting to let him go after they got promoted. 6.81 average rating. I think that's actually it's actually middle, so the third best rating. And again, for the Championship, maybe you want a bit higher than that. But I think he's an alright player, I think, but it'll be good to see how he gets in the Premier League, but I don't think we are going to get him, as I said, because Brentford are going up, and I don't think they'll want to let any of their players go. The fourth player, another player that apparently you've inquired about, is Nuno Tavares from Benfica, their left back. I don't know if he's their starting left back or if he's their backup left back, but still only 21. And a value of 6.3 million, so we could definitely get him. I think Newcastle have also been interested in him recently. But again, I think this could potentially be a loan deal or a loan to buy deal. And I think loan to buy deals would be better because that means we can invest elsewhere, maybe like a goalkeeper or a striker, where we are also looking at signing players. So I think that could be a good deal. A 6.67 average rating is actually the lowest in this list, which is interesting. But I think he's had a few injury struggles again this season. Valued at £6.3 million and contracted until 2024. So again, could be an interesting signing, but wouldn't be my first choice. And the final player is a player currently playing the Premier League. It's Anthony Robinson. Obviously, he won't be next season because he's at Fulham and they are going down to the Championship. And he actually does have the highest average rating on the list, 6.84, which is, I think, quite good for a relegated side in Fulham. And he has impressed at left back. And also, but you can't forget, I think it was last January, he almost completed a transfer to AC Milan. So he's got to be all right, hasn't he? But he used to play for Wigan as well. And to go from Wigan to AC Milan, you've got to have some qualities, haven't you? Obviously, American international as well, 23 years old. Same value as Tavares, 6.3 million, and contracted until 2024. Again, I wouldn't mind. I think Anthony Robinson would be in my first two choices. I think when I've watched Fulham this season, I've been quite impressed with him. And again, I think he could be a good signing. And yeah, I just think he's been good despite Fulham being relegated. He's a good attacking fullback as well, and I think he's also good defensively. So I think he could definitely be one to bring in. So those are the 5 left backs in total. And who do you think we should sign? Personally, I will go for Brandon Williams on loan. I think he'd be a good signing. He showed last season that he was quite good at United. He was playing left back ahead of Luke Shaw a lot last season. So he's clearly got some qualities in him, hasn't he? Back up, if we can't get him, I'll probably go for Anthony Robinson. Again, he probably won't cost an awful lot because Fulham got relegated. But yeah, I'd probably go for Brandon Williams out of those just because, again, he's got Premier League experience. And I think he'd be willing to come to us because, again, I think he'd want to get game time. And the thing is, we wouldn't have to pay as much money. We'd only get him on a loan to buy, or just a loan and maybe buy him later. Whereas Robinson, we'd probably have to get on a permanent deal. And we haven't got much money to spend this summer, so I'd rather, if we are going to spend money elsewhere, I think for left back, maybe we could loan one in. And to be fair, we probably need to back up left back as well. I know we've got Vokins on loan at Sunderland, but I don't think he's quite Premier League ready. So to get in another fullback or left back, and to be fair, maybe getting Robinson and Williams on loan because Williams can cover both full-back positions. We need cover for right-back as well. Valerie's probably going as well. He's on loan at Birmingham at the minute, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, so if the comments are unable, let me know who you would sign for us this summer. Again, I'm going to try to get our weekly transfer roundup videos throughout the players we've been linked with or signed in the summer. And also check out my main channel, Footy Fan. I just post normal football stuff, content on there. Give me a few Euros theme videos coming up soon, so if you don't want to miss out on them, go subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you for watching today, guys, and I'll see you soon.